Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Abenyamonge Media for today's stories and detailed analysis from Kenya and all the four corners of the world.
The impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua stands as a nightmare to the Kenya Kwanza government. Why am I saying so? Rigathi Gachagua is now determined more than ever to ensure that President Ruto becomes a one-term president come 2027. And him and the people of Mount Kenya have promised to do anything possible with their votes to see that in 2027 they vote him out as president. And yesterday Rigathi Gachagua was in KTN News, KTN Television, where he did an interview and he revealed a lot of things that are going on government. I don't know if you had a chance to have a glimpse of that interview, but before we go to the top story of the day, where he said how he's going, or how they can't even support Fred Okengo Matiangi, who is a candidate from Kisii region. These are the things that Rigathi Gachagua yesterday revealed in that interview. Number one is about the story of Mother Koome. If you still seeing the ousting of Mother Koome that is on right now, and the removal of those judicial judges, Rigathi Gachagua said that that's a plan of Ruto, President Ruto. And when he was asked how he knows it, he said that when he was in government as deputy president, then President Ruto used to reach to him to control Mother Koome. And he was asking Rigathi that Mother Koome is a person from the Mount Kenya region. Control him because he was or she was not becoming a guest person. And Rigathi Gachagua was opposed to it. So that's what Rigathi Gachagua said, and that's the wrangles that is going on in what you see in the judiciary. That was what Rigathi Gachagua said in that interview. Another thing that Rigathi Gachagua revealed is that President Ruto thinks or thought that he was the leader or he was the person controlling the people of the Mount Kenya region. That now that the Mount Kenya region in 2022 voted for him with the lots of numbers, he thought that he could control the Mount Kenya region. But Rigathi Gachagua used to tell him that the people of Mount Kenya region know that you are not their leader. But when President Ruto refused to listen, he even went ahead to impeach him and thought that Rigathi Gachagua could go alone. Surprisingly, Rigathi Gachagua worked with almost the entire of the Mount Kenya region, and that's why the Mount Kenya region is having that betrayal feeling towards President Ruto. So that's another thing that Rigathi Gachagua revealed in that yesterday interview. And the third thing that Rigathi Gachagua revealed is the union that is about to happen. That's Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto meeting. Rigathi Gachagua reveals that and says that President Ruto had made a plan to divide ODM, that's the Orange Democratic Movement Party, and and try to divide it for his 2027 ambitions. But as per things stand right now, according to Rigathi Gachagua, that plan is too late. And in any union they are going to form with ODM, Raila Odinga will want ODM to come as a party of itself, not as not to break down ODM or form any joint party. He'll still want ODM to stand as a party of itself. In any case, they are going to form an union with UDA party. But the question that Rigathi Gachagua was surprisingly challenging or asking yesterday, what role is Raila Odinga going to play in that coalition? Because Raila's ambition has always been wanting to be president. Now he's forming a union with a coalition with President Ruto. What's the role of Raila Odinga? He cannot be running mate. There is no position of prime minister. That one cannot happen according to Rigathi Gachagua. What role is Raila Odinga going to play in that coalition? That was the question Rigathi Gachagua was asking. And it said that according to his side and this coalition that he's planning to form, they are still waiting to see if this coalition is going to be successful, and then they will sit down and plan. But Rigathi Gachagua still surprisingly or surprised Kenyan by saying that the people of Mount Kenya can support anybody, even Raila Amolo Odinga. And he said that Raila Odinga already has 6 million votes. He even said that they won with only a margin of 200,000 votes in 2022. So Raila already has his votes. If the people of the Mount Kenya region support Raila Odinga, by 10 a.m. in the morning, Raila will have been president. I think it's a thing that a lot of people didn't expect Rigathi Gachagua to say, but he said it like that the people of the Mount Kenya region can support anybody who will take President Ruto home, even if it's Raila Odinga. And he said that Raila Odinga is the best choice of the people of the Mount Kenya to support because he has those numbers already. But on to our top stories is about Fred Okengo Matiangi. When he was giving a list of people that the people of the Mount Kenya region are considering to vote and are looking at the possible numbers to win, Fred Okengo Matiangi was in that list. And he says that Fred Matiangi is one candidate that they are still looking to working with, and they can even front him as a presidential candidate of this other coalition. And the people of the Mount Kenya region can successfully support Fred Okengo Matiangi to see that he wins that presidency of 2027. Ladies and gentlemen, so I've been working on the numbers. You know, according to me, I'm a person who goes with the numbers because politics is all about tyranny of numbers. And I've been looking at the chances of Fred Matiangi. And you can tell me in the comment sections if you agree with this. Number one, Fred Okengo Matiangi comes from the Gusii region, which according to the votes of 2022, Kisii region, Kisii, that's both Kisii County and Nyamira, voted 750,000 votes. 750,000 votes are the people who casted votes in 2022 general election. So, assuming all these people will come out to support Fred Matiangi, and assuming that now that he is fronted, for example, if this coalition fronts Fred Matiangi, now they register and the turnout will be at least higher. So, Kisii can push those numbers to 1 million votes. They register about 150 and increase 150,000 turnout in terms of turnout, because the turnout was a bit low in 2022. So, because they'll be having a candidate, if that's Fred Matiangi going for presidency, they'll be having 1 million votes. Those are the people from Kisii and Nyamira County. But one thing I know about Kisii community is that they have people spread all through the country. If you go to the coastal region, Nairobi region, Western, there are Kisiis everywhere. Even in the Kisumu city, there are Kisiis there. So, if you had the diaspora votes, which are about 500,000, Simba Arati was even the MP of Nairobi. A lot of Kisiis were there, they were supporting him. There is no constituency in Nairobi that doesn't have Kisiis. So, 500,000 votes from the diaspora, those other counties in Kenya. So, Kisii alone have 1.5 million votes. And then, Mount Kenya region, if they, by good faith, good utmost faith, now they decide that they're going to support Fred Matiangi, and I think if that's the hand of Uhuru Kenyatta now pushing it even harder to ensure that it works, so because Fred Matiangi is a Jubilee candidate, and the betrayal that the people of the Mount Kenya region feel, in 2022 they gave President Ruto 2.9 million votes. Raila Odinga got 800,000 votes. So, 2.9 million votes, let's say work with this number of 2.9 million votes that they gave to President Ruto. And with the petrol they feel, the numbers will go higher, the turnout will be going higher. So, let's say they give 3.2 million votes, and the Kikuyos everywhere like the Kisiis. So, let's take that number to 4 million votes. So, 4 million votes plus 1.5 million votes, that's 5.5 million votes that Fred Okengo Matiangi will be coming with on the table. 5.5, that is the starting base. Before now you go and form principles, seek other support people, and work on the running mates you are going to pick. I don't think from that coalition, I think it will be automatic now that the Mount Kenya people will be producing a running mate for Fred Matiangi. And other people, interesting partners will come out to support. Let's say they go and lobby Natembea from Western region. I think it's a very good coalition. But the question that you must ask yourself is that, is this coalition able to stand against Raila Ruto coalition? Because the Raila Ruto coalition is a very strong coalition, with the ability of Raila to lobby numbers. with the ability of Raila to come out and do an effective campaign. Do you think that this coalition can stand Raila-Ruto coalition? And that's the question that Rigathi Gachagua yesterday was trying to figure out, and trying to say that they are watching that how this coalition will be planning their things, and at the end of the day they will ensure that they come with the most suitable coalition in terms of numbers. According to Rigathi Gachagua, he didn't speak that he wants to be anything. His sole ambition, according to what the way he was speaking, is that President Ruto doesn't get re-elected. So, and he was even asked if there is a possibility that the people of the Mount Kenya region can go back and support President Ruto, and he said it's absolutely no, because President Ruto betrayed the people of the Mount Kenya region, and the people of the Mount Kenya region ate betrayal. He even said in 2022 general election, the people of Mount Kenya region voted for Ruto because they felt that Ruto had been betrayed by Uhuru Kenyatta. So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about these coalitions? Do you think it's possible? It's very possible that Fred Matiangi can clinch victory, especially now that Fred Matiangi is well known throughout the country. He has a good national image, and he performed very well when he was a cabinet secretary. That's not arguable. And although there are some questions, but even if you put those questions, Fred Matiangi stands out to be the best candidate, or one of the best candidates, according to those candidates who have fronted, who have shown ambition. And if you look to the numbers, you know, politics is very, very funny thing, and you can sometimes bring a very good candidate, but the numbers fail to work. Even you yourself, you know that you are a very suitable candidate. Do you have the numbers? That's the biggest question. Numbers is the game that determines who wins in politics. And in 2027, it's not going to be neither difference. Especially the Gen Z, they are going to make a choice on who they are going to support. Because I don't think there is going to be somebody different. These candidates or these people we are feeling, the Ruto will be on the ballot. Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiangi, Natembeya, one of these people is going also to be on the ballot. So, who do you think the numbers are favoring? Or do you think can get the most ultimate numbers to fight the Ruto Raila coalition if it sees the day on the light? But one thing I've always said is that Raila Odinga is not a man who can you can say ultimately that he will support Ruto. Raila Odinga can support Ruto for now. Come 2027, he stands presidency. He defects and stands presidency. You cannot tell the mind of Raila Odinga. He's a politician who is very tactful, understands how things are playing out, and you cannot tell what he really or is actually thinking, because even the people are pushing for this coalition is the Kenya Kwanza government. We haven't seen much from Raila Odinga himself. As a listener, you can tell what you think in the comment section, but that's only my opinion. I'll take my humble time to read and give you a response. Stay safe and take care whenever you are.